Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, as I've said week after week after week, that all this last year, I've looked forward to the beginning of pike season, the beginning of walleye season, the beginning of my season. And so yesterday, my buddy Rust and I went out in his canoe in some of the favorite waters that we have to try to catch northern pike. Now, you're going to catch other fish along the way because at this time of the year, most fish are sort of together in the same waters. It was a day that I could say to you, oh, what a disappointment. Disappointment for some, maybe, because we hardly caught any fish. But we were out there again, and we were able to experience things and memories and so forth that we haven't been able to do over the last year. But why did we catch so few fish? We're going to our favorite areas. This is the time of the year that you expect the fishing to be the best because every species is coming into shallow water. They're getting ready to spawn or they're getting ready to eat what else is spawning. But for some reason, we didn't hardly catch a fish. The one thing I can say is it was one of those days when, as a kid, you didn't want to be on the water. It was bluebird skies, no wind at all. We were fishing sort of backwaters of the St. Lawrence River. And I remember Russ said to me, I've never seen it this calm on the St. Lawrence. But what did we see? Well, because it was so calm, because the sky was bright, we could see into the water in ways that we might not have been normally able to do. And so we saw some unbelievable fish. I saw 2 smallmouth bass, and they were smallmouth. They weren't something else. At first we thought, is that a carp? No, it's a smallmouth. It's bigger. And since it was down under the water, we didn't catch it. We didn't feel it. We didn't do anything but see it. We can make it as big as we want, I guess. And to me, these fish were over any size that I've ever seen in smallmouth bass. They looked to be 7 pounds plus. Were they? I'll never know. But why didn't we catch fish? This is the thing. I don't know. I guess what it taught both of us is as much as we think we know, we realize we don't know very much when it comes to fishing. And I think that's the case with most people. The glamour, the mystery, the magic of fish and fishing is that this species is special. No matter what we're fishing for, those things are more than just wiggly creatures in the water that they're there for our beck and call. They have brains, they have ears, they have everything that other organisms do, and maybe they can think. Whatever it is, we didn't catch any fish. But I want to tell you what really made it all hit home is we're both exhausted. We've been paddling and lifting and carrying the canoe with all our stuff in it over and over. And as we finally had headed back to the car, we looked, and there was a tern that kept coming down and hitting the water and taking its prize away and coming back to the same spot and taking its prize away. And I said, Rust, we already fished that area. And then, as the final highlight of the day, a big osprey flew overhead, went down in again the same water, caught what looked like a bass, and started to take it away in the air. And then it thought, second, I'm going to do my final act of the day. And it flew right over our head and taunted us and said, there, you think you know how to catch a fish? You got a lot to learn. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.